Welcome back to the O Show. Happy Taco Tuesday, and thank you so much for 70,000 subscribers. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. Let's go. Of course, today is a day for FUD. CoinDesk tweeted, Bitcoin drops below $30,000 to the lowest level since January 28th. Oh my. Let's actually take a look at the chart and see what's really going on. This is our Bitcoin chart from Sunday night. And as we talked about, I drew a cute little trend line from November 26, 2020, and had it line up with these swing wick lows that we have seen in June and May. The reason why this line is important is because it has yet to be broken. And it looks like Bitcoin is holding immensely well at approximately $32,000 support, or really closer to about $31,000. Yes, we did have a swing wick low to $29,000, but buyers stepped in and bought up, which is really, really nice. And this is a pretty decent green candle considering we've seen so much toxicity and a lot of just FUD in the market, which we're gonna talk about news-wise soon. Market Cipher printed a green dot, and this means that we're gonna start to see some nice upward movement. Another thing that I wanted to note is when Market Cipher prints these big green neon dots, this could indicate a local bottom. We saw this transpire back over here on June 18th, and we consolidated a bit on this area of approximately 35,156. We completed another green dot over here on June 21st, and we kind of consolidated in this range at about 31.8 to about 33,000, and we just printed another green dot. Another interesting thing is that the RSI and the MFI is starting to move upward. The blue cloud is moving upward, the yellow VWAP, and also this red cloud here is kind of flat. So it's looking like we're going to get a mini relief bounce, which is good because we need it. What I'm looking for right now is going to be getting back above 33,429. And it looks like this bearish break of support trend line that we had at approximately 28,756 has held thus far. And that is denoted by these swing wick lows that occurred back on January 29th and 28th. So ultimately with Bitcoin, even though we are not super bullish, we got to take what we can get. And right now, the fact that support held at 28.7 is good enough for me. Ideally, I want to get us back in the vibe and consolidate area. Some pretty exciting news from my partners over at SGE.space. They tweeted out, sponsoring Space Concordia in the Base 11 Space Challenge was our best decision to date. So if you guys don't know what SGE.space does, they're a meme coin, but they're also focusing on education regarding space. And they essentially plan to educate people about space with their space NFTs. And a lot of these NFTs are going to be taken with actual telescopes that are really looking up at space, which I think it's cool. If you don't know about me, I do have a very, very soft spot for space. So this next story is a little bit bearish, and we're going to start to see a lot of drama coming out of El Salvador. So the deputy of El Salvador's opposition party files lawsuit against Bitcoin legislation. A suit has been brought forward by an opposition party deputy and group of citizens against the country's Bitcoin law. So down over here, the plaintiff is stating the reason why they're bringing a lawsuit against the president of El Salvador is because the Bitcoin law lacked a legal basis and failed to consider the harmful effects on the country. And then when you kind of go down and read a little bit more, the Bitcoin law is to loot people's pockets. It is tax exempt, said Arturo during a press conference. They want to force us to trade. The citizen plaintiff says he had hopes the Constitution Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice, the country's top judicial branch, would side with his argument, according to the report. And it looks like they've got a lot of internal drama going on with El Salvador. So one of the things I'm not really understanding about this lawsuit is that I think it's actually going to help their economy. You're starting to see the creation of geothermal 100% clean energy for Bitcoin mining being used. This is going to mean the creation of jobs. fact that people are actually able to own their currency or own their own money and have a hedge against inflation and other crazy things that may occur in the country is a positive thing. It's actually good for the people. And I think it's good for the economy, especially the fact that there's a lot of people overseas that are going to want to come immigrate to El Salvador to gain some of these perks that they have. So overall, I think it's a good thing. And if you have people that are immigrating over, they're going to be buying property, they're going to be buying and shopping at the local stores, which is going to kind of fall down to the people of El Salvador. So overall, there's always drama in Latin American countries and other countries across the globe, but I think that Bitcoin is a great thing for El Salvador, and I think that the Bitcoin law will sustain. YFDI, a project I'm invested in, went ahead and tweeted, "We are pleased to announce the launch of the SSGT staking on Matic. I am currently staking some of my YFDI, and I get 72% fixed APY back. If this is something you're interested in, check it out. If not, next." This is a terrible story. Fireblocks being sued for allegedly losing over 70 million of Ethereum report. So basically, Fireblocks employee allegedly did not protect or back up private keys to a digital wallet, which were then deleted. How the heck does this even happen? How? This is crazy. So basically, the defendant irrevocably lost access to the plaintiff's digital wallet, which were deposited in an e-wallet provided by the defendant, causing a loss of 38,178 of the plaintiff's Ethereum coins, equivalent to 72 million at the time of writing. So we're going to start to see a lot of cases like this. And this is why I put out the video about cold storage and how important it is, because there's human error. So in some cases, it may be easier for some people to leave their cryptocurrency on exchanges if they are not responsible enough to take care of the private keys. And this goes to show you, not your keys, not your coins. And it's important to back your stuff up and know what you're doing. Have multiple copies. This next story is from Cointelegraph. So Sotheby's will allow people to trade their crypto for an intrinsically worthless rock. Is an auction house betting that diamonds will become a crypto user's best friends? So the luxury house Sotheby's will accept bids in crypto for a massive diamond scheduled to be auctioned in Hong Kong next month. And it looks like buyers are expected to bid up to 118 million in HKD, which is approximately 15 million for the stone. So Bitcoin is a good asset. Gold is a good asset, silver is a good asset, and so are diamonds. A lot of people want to purchase hard assets. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with this. I mean, it's up to people what they want to do with their money. And I think that it's kind of cool that Sotheby's is going to allow people to trade their crypto for highly valued items, physical, tangible items. This next story is really cool. Stronghold Digital Mining raises $105 million to turn waste coal into Bitcoin. The mining firm has power plant in remote Kendall, Pennsylvania, using an alternative energy source grouped with hydropower and environmental impact. These are bullish stories. These are great stories to note, and the reason why they're so great is showing that humans are able to figure out how to safely mine Bitcoin without impacting the environment. Guys, Bitcoin is going to be here long term. We're seeing a lot of FUD. We're seeing a lot of terrible stories come out about it, stating it's bad for the environment. But look at, people are figuring out how to utilize this in a positive manner. And at the end of the day, it's going to create jobs. I don't see what the big issue is. Dun dun dun, another bearish story for Bitcoin, but I'm going to tell you why it's not bearish. So Treasury nominees pledged to enforce new crypto regulations. I would prioritize implementing pieces of a new AML means anti-money laundering law around crypto Treasury Department nominee Brian Nelson said. So we already have laws in place for AML, for anti-money laundering. They're just being dramatic, and they're coming up with all this extra stuff to essentially FUD the market. And I think the reason why we're seeing government officials and government bodies FUD the market is because they know that Bitcoin is the future. They know cryptocurrency is the future, and they are just kind of pushing it off. Why do you think China has already surpassed the United States with their digital fiat currency? We're not doing it because the United States can't get their stuff together. At the end of the day, this is FUD. We already have laws in place, so it is what it is. But I am not bearish when it comes to Bitcoin long term. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Taco Tuesday. I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.